Welcome back, everybody. My name is Chase, also known as Managers, and I will be your host tonight for Always Be Brewing. If I wasn't muted for the first 5 seconds of that video, it was a beautiful, solid intro, but tonight it's not, but that's fine. Starting out what happened originally, I was going to be doing Rogrek and Kedis, which is a really cool concept. I built a kind of garbagey version of it that I thought would be pretty fun. And I was like, well, I already built it, even if it is kind of a garbagey version. So I thought, what can I do to make this like kind of unique and out there? And so I kind of landed on Obeka, and she makes me very nervous because it took me a really long time to figure out what I wanted to do with her. At first glance, her ability seems incredibly intimidating. The player whose turn it is may end the turn. So that could be anybody. It's a May ability though, which means we're gonna most likely want to focus on us and our turns. So I see we got Mr. Bernie, Pinty Hat, Atris of Mist, Twilight Lugia. We got Captains at Arms. I'm the Naysayer. So today we're going to be doing Obeka. And so the concept I wanted to go for was to sort of go infinite. I think this is going to be a fun, you know, jank in terms of like what we're accomplishing, not in terms of card quality. I want us to be like really wild and out there. And I think it'd be really fun to do something wild and out there. So kind of give you guys a concept of what I wanted to do. I was wanting to do some really fun stuff with Isochron Scepter. So doing weird Isochron Scepter things. So actually a friend of mine inspired this build. Drake, who is from my LGS, was building an Obeka deck. And he kind of told me what he was wanting to do with it. And I'm like, that's really cool. I kind of want to see if I can do that. So we're going to be doing weird stuff. Etri the Last Hunter, it is really powerful once you sit down and think about it, because I thought like, oh, she's not gonna be good at all, and then she's absolutely badass. So to give you kind of a concept of what I wanted to do, I wanted to do, yes, the dramatic reversal combo, but also yeah, Final Fortune is definitely what I was thinking. Final Fortune. I know there's another one that we can kind of do similarly like this. So let's see. I actually own a smokestack and I thought I was going to use it, but I'm not going to. Can add in that. Hey Oni! You can end the turn and not do it exactly. So what are the other two that I'm missing here in terms of like the turns combo? Last chance. Let's see. Boop 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 boop. Actually, y'all, while I have you here, my lovely friend in chat, actually Oni Spumoni, is doing some really cool pins. And I really like pins because I like to put them on like my backpacks and stuff, even though I never use them anywhere. I just like to look at them for the aesthetic. So you should definitely check out his pins. He's actually sending me some so I can show y'all what they look like and everything. And there's a Chandra pin, and you know that's my brand, so I'm actually really excited. So please definitely give him a check out. Definitely. Glorious End. Glorious End. Last chance. I don't know why I said Glorious End like 3 times. Yep, that's it. I really like it with blink effects to exile your opponent's creatures permanently at end of turn. Hey, not the Wallet Inspector. Let's see. So we did. Someone said sneak attack. I will forget to add it if y'all don't hound me on this. Oh yeah, we won't have an end step, so we're good. Final Fortune, The scepter, I thought, oh, that was my stream thing. I'm gonna move my stream manager away so y'all don't have to see it. What's the game plan with this commander? How are you winning? Just going infinite. So like infinite turns, infinite taps. So Isochron Scepter is 2 or less, but Act of Treason. So I love that. That's hysterical. Let's add that. The pig god whose name I forget. What's the pig god's name? Oh my gosh. Whoa, 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 Ilhark, thank you. Sorry, I was having a brief moment of anxiety before the stream started, and I was just like, I'll just deal with it after. Kiki Jiki Clones is actually a really cool idea. I'm gonna need some help facilitating this because I'm not necessarily used to Kiki Jiki combos. I think it'd be pretty neat to kind of see what we can do there. There's only one issue, is that because of Obeka's ability, we really want this to be just like just taut, if that makes any sense. Like we want this to be a really tight build. So this is going to be pretty difficult to accomplish, but I believe in us. I know that we can do it. I'm just a little bit nervous about doing this just in general. Like even if I sat down to do this by myself, I'd be very nervous. I will go ahead and add Sundial of the Infinite because that is her ability. Hey, thanks Not the World Inspector for the cheer of 25 bits. Are we stealing things forever too? Let's see. With Kiki, you could use the new pirate to go infinite. There's a lot of new pirate. ZLS conscripts. Plop it in. Coercive recruiter. So I really want, I'm a little bit nervous, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't want us to focus on too much. However, I feel like if we only focus on doing infinite turns, she's going to be slow and clunky, you know? So really I think we need to, just kind of go for it. Instead of instance and such, I think something like captivating a crew is better since it's reusable. Oh my gosh. Captivating crew. Yep, I agree. It is repeatable and pretty sick. Hey, Cody. Kiki combos with a hand sandwich. I don't know anything about Kiki Jiki combos at all, so I might need the help that y'all are going to give me with this because I actually don't know anything about Kiki Jiki except when he hits the battlefield, I'm like, crap. So I will request some sick help. Yes, that is kind of good. That reduces our costs, so I really like it. Claim the firstborn. We can pop this in. Zara, okay. Whenever she attacks, look at the defending player's hand. You may put a creature card from my hands above it. Control tapped and attacking. Yeah, that's a good one in there actually. That you can make in. Okay, hold on. Gotta take my time. Also, since the deck will be more reliant on Obeka, we need a few protection effects. Agreed. Kiki Jiki combos with Zealous in that you can make infinite tokens. If you keep using the tokens, it makes to untap the Kiki. Lightning Greaves, Swiftfoot Boots. Yeah, I agree with those. So let me just type in the most common word in Magic and scroll all the way down to the bottom because I think that's going to be a good idea. Wow, we are not even there yet. Mistake on Chase's part. Never do that again. Lightning Greaves, Swift, Foot, Boots. Then you end up determining if we have to exile the tokens. Diplomatic Immunity. Shroud. I'm not mad at that actually, so I'm down for it. Hey Shmandrew. Let's see. Let's see. Coerce recruiters, makes infinite tokens, and steals all your opponent's creatures. Swan Song, negate and counterspell. Yeah, I really think we're gonna have to go heavy in the counterspell area just to survive. Counterspell. We'll do a negate. Kind of Obeka rebrewing. Let's see. Yay. So, we're gonna go combo, which is, I'm more like a one-tune deck builder. I like to have my deck do one thing and do the one thing good. So to have it do multiple things, I get really nervous. So this is going to be a challenge because she has to run many things in order to work. We are running Final Fortune in here. Okay, return target legendary creature from your graveyard to the battlefield. That creature gains haste, exile at the beginning of... Okay. Oh, Fierce Guardianship. Yep, boop, there it is. Okay. Would it be bad to have a Spark Double in here? Again, I'm really trying to think about what is going to be good. I don't have a clue. I don't have a clue. So while I look up the other cards that you are talking about, tell me about Spark Double. Arami. I actually have a foil of this. Exile cards from your graveyard equal to the number of opponents you have. Target creature card in your graveyard gains Encore until end of turn. I don't like this, but I'll add it in. Okay, Spark Double seems good, so we'll pop it in. Okay, so we are currently at a cool crisp 28 cards, and I'm not really sure how to feel. I can't really imagine this needing double Obeka. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I don't know what I want to do. Warrior's Oath, let me see it. We did not, but I want it. You get to keep the Encore creatures if you end the turn trigger on the stack, so you wind up with 3 of the creatures you bring back. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Muffins. I know this utilizes the stack, and the stack is something that, I'm gonna be honest, it makes me nervous. So, I'm gonna be heavily leaning on you guys tonight. I just want you to know. 'Cause I'm nervous. Whenever a non-token creature dies, you may exile that card. If you do, return each other card exiled with Mimic Vat to its owner's graveyard. No creature makes the card you do return. Okay, yeah. God, the keyword, not the keywords, but the wording of these cards are key and are making me nervous. So, you just have to wait until the trigger to lose the tokens on the stack to end their turn. Okay. So, we have the fact that we're going to be taking a lot of turns. So, let's kind of Fire Covenant. Oh my god, no! I can't with Fire Covenant. I'm so sorry, Muffins. I don't like the spell. I don't like it so much. Okay, if you want Kiki Jiki Deceiver, I can't spell it, so I'm just going to spell the other word because I am bad at speaking. And tap target control whenever choose one. Yeah, I dig it. I do like Pestermite because I like fairies, so... Did you already build Obeka? I am Medley fan. I have not. No, this is my first time and I am terrified. Not even then, you can end the turn at any point, and the turn moves immediately to the cleanup steps, so you can Obeka at any time. I'm just making my own Obeka now. Hey! we're doing... Oh, yeah, we are doing ETB triggers. Duh. Gobbo Lightwing, hello. I am really bad at conveying that I'm not nervous, because I'm very nervous. Pan Harmon, I know, I'm really bad at typing. It's because I'm a little anxious right now. I had a really good day, but, you know, full disclosure about Chase's personality time, I tend to see one itty bitty teeny little thing and blow it out of proportion and focus on it and have it cause me massive amounts of anxiety. And I shouldn't be doing that, but I'm doing that anyway because I'm nervous and I hate it. So I'm really trying to like focus in on the deck building tonight so I don't make the icky feelings feel worse. Evoke creatures, I like it. Hellkite Courser. I don't know why I did that. There's a lot of flippin' Hellkites. I'm gonna fix that. That's a WotC loved word, I'll tell you that. Oh, I dig it. I dig it actually. For Encore, yes, Mole Drifter and Shriekmaw. Oh my god, if I ever build this deck, which I probably won't, I own those cards. I did get a really pretty Shriekmaw the other day, so I'm actually really happy about that. Shriek is used a lot in this game. Oh my gosh. Okay, Shriekmaw. Going back up. Mole Drifter. Insurrection. I hate it because I love it. Let's do it. Felden. I spelled that wrong. Don't you guys love watching me spell things wrong for like a solid 2.5 to 3 hours? Create a token copy of Tiger Creature card in your graveyard, accepts as an artifact. It's just boop, love it. For any effect that says the beginning of the next end step, you need to wait until the trigger is put on the stack, and then you can end the turn with Obeka. Otherwise, it will just trigger at the end of the next end step. Alright. Flame Shadow Conjuring. Every non-token creature on this battlefield you control may pay red. If you do create a token copy. I love it. Expropriate once in. Discontinuity. As long as it's your turn, the spell costs 4 less to cast. And the turn. Oh yeah, yeah. For a second I was like, why? And then I remembered, duh. So, makes perfect sense. Also, if I look too washed out, I probably look a little too washed out. Doo-doo. There you go, looks a bit better. Won't let you steal all creatures permanently. Yeah, I know, but it'd still be kind of fun. I'm trying to play a game with you in my Obeka deck. It's a solid 6 or 7 only because it doesn't need to be god level. Everyone else needs to be stronger for it to work. Honest to God, the concept behind this deck is so insanely cool and scary. Like the concept of this card. Obeka just, at first I thought she was a useless commander, and then I'm quickly realizing she's not. She's at 60 cents, and I don't see that staying that low for too long, to be quite honest. Is that Avaricious Dragon the one I'm thinking of? What about artifacts? Oh, I don't... Oh. I am nervous about this card. I remember seeing this card on one of those little, like, packets that WotC put in, like, pre-con decks or whatever, and I remember thinking, that's the worst card ever. Why would anyone want it? I'll plop it in, but it makes me nervous. When you need ETBs for each opponent, gain control of up to 1 target creature that player controls until end of turn, and tap those creatures that gain haste until end of turn. Yeah, I dig it. Hey, Boondoggle66, we are brewing Obeka tonight. Alrighty, let's see what we got going on here. I don't quite like that. Choose up to 2 target creatures you don't control. If you choose creatures created token, this copy is tokens. Yep. Croxa, you could end the turn and not sacrifice it. Oh, that's actually kind of funny. Sure, we'll make your opponent stay empty and while you keep yours. Wait, it triggers for everyone on each end step. Never mind. Yeah, that's why I was like, oh, that's not gonna be good. Yeah, the sire is what makes me nervous. Okay, so what else are we gonna do with Obeka? Henry the Prime PR. Hello, friend. We actually did mimic that in here, but like where your head's at, because it shows that we're on the same wavelength, and I need that like desperately right now. So I love and appreciate all of you. Ilharg. Because he gives us free creatures when he attacks. I know it's not super combat heavy, but just to have that safety. So to be really honest with you guys, I am quite nervous with what I want to do here. Like extremely so. My friend was talking to me and he recommended Intruder Alarm with Kiki Jiki, which feels pretty good. Zara, we do have Zara in here. Combat Celebrant, let's do it. Honest to God question to the lovely folks in chat. What separates EDH from CEDH in this situation? I mean, if we already have sneak attack, we might as well have like Palancron with the price. Doc Venture, thank you for the sub. At first I was like, well, we're worrying about price, but then I remember I have $150, you know, take an extra turn and red spell. So in honest to God, I think that it's fine. Game is to play. Okay, game is to play. Game is to win. Okay, okay. I appreciate that perspective. Hull Breacher seems kind of cool. I feel like he's good in this. Leveler. Oh, that's familiar sounding. Oh my god. Ultra Pro. Hi. Hi, Ultra Pro. Everybody, my sponsors in the chat, say hello to the wonderful folks at Ultra Pro. Who said the C in CDH stands for cursed. And I love that, and I live by that so much. At first I was like, you're being so cheeky about this leveler, making me want to hurt myself. And then I was like, it's a 5-mana 10/10. I am risking it all with you guys doing this, and I'm scared out of my mind, but I love it. Let's do it. Let's be scared together. Boondoggle 66, we do have the beautiful Felden in here. I was wondering if there's like a Underworld Breach. Oh, that card. Oh, that would be good in here. That okay, I see it. Oh, and Muffins is dropping their list, which makes me nervous because Muffins has the list. Chase have 10,000 points and can now make you play a deck. Okay, so you can redeem that now, and then you can tell me what you want me to play, and I'll play it tomorrow on stream. I gotta take a sippy. Self-care, yeah. Actually, hold on. That was my soda. My water's right here. Gotta be honest. I was drinking cheer wine in that cup. Okay. Eater of Days, which I've never heard of before. Yeah. Why not? I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, y'all are really so sweet in chat. Thank you. Y'all seriously are the best. I love this card. Yes. Okay. This card brings me all the happy feelings. ETB's exile card face down, shuffle cards from your library. This feels a little less potent just because it just feels a little lacking in terms of ability, but I'll vibe with it. Yeah, let's see. Puppeteer click. Okay, Puppeteer click. And as battlefield, put target creature card from an opponent's graveyard on a battlefield under your control, gain saves. Yeah, that's good. I want to take stuff. You'll be able to keep reach past one opponent's turn, but still potentially a good include. Will also let you loop Final Fortune graveyard full enough. Good. Okay. I like the Dreadnought. Wormfang Manta is a card I've never heard of before, but let's do it. There's a lot of Wormfangs. It's a 6/1. When it ETBs, you skip your next turn. That one toughness, I don't feel comfortable with that one toughness. You'll be able to keep reach. Yes. This is such a dumb card. I love it. Holy crap, this deck is amazing. Inverter isn't as good as 1 minute 12/12, but a 4 minute with 6/6 and flying. That's good. Y'all are keeping me humble about this. Which I need because I don't have the mental capacity to do big galaxy brain plays today, but y'all are helping me. Cyber's a blue creature. Listen, I love this, but it doesn't really fit with the theme. I saw the Wormfang Manta, but we have to have it leave the battlefield in order to do it, the ability. Because when it leaves, we take an extra turn. So I don't know how we're gonna. Well, I guess. I see what you're. I see what you're. Oh my gosh, I can't speak. I see what you are saying. So I think we're gonna need some protection, and since we are please let me spell that right. Oh, sick, killed it. Propaganda effects, and one of my favorite black spells ever, Koskin Falls. Boom. See, gonna quickly ban a person real quick. Just a little boop. Cool, killed it. Death Pit Offering. There's no. Oh. So what you're saying is tap 4, play it immediately end turn, and we're maybe? Hey, Vileblade. I don't know if we're going. I don't know. This is a bit something. I just don't know how I feel about it, you know? And I'm saying that in like a general sense of like this is like a lot, you know? Boop, 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 boop. Do we want an anthem? I was just going through like my search history on my phone and I forgot that I looked up Fuzzy Crocs earlier. So I guess you could say I'm a pretty cool person. I don't see us going super wide unless we have a ton of tokens out infinite. Um, we're at 59 cards main board. Are there any other ways that we can kind of support? We need card draw, so we can do like Windfall. Maybe like a Notion Thief. Can't spell thief to save my life. So we do Notion Thief, but it would draw a card except for the first one. They draw on each of their draw steps instead of player draws that card. You can draw a card. Just in case. Winds of Change. Yes. Good wheel. Good wheel. So Ad Nauseum is a card I never see requested in Commander. This just seems like a really funny way to play Platinum Angel in this deck. But I don't know. The art on Ad Nos freaks me out. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm just really trying to figure out what we should do here. What do we have enough little token thingies? Can we do more token things? Maybe adding in like a fervor? Oh. Chase had a brain. Chase had a brain. Oh my god. Perforos. Oh my gosh. God of the... You know what I mean. Boom. If we're gonna do, like, infinite tokens, this is the way to kill people. Perforos. Boom. Got it. Chase had a brain, but not spelling. That is correct. That is very accurate. And I do have Panharmonicon. Other Perforos. Just gonna embarrassingly copy and paste the name of the god I was trying to get earlier. Okay, Bronze Blooded. Creature control have haste. Yeah, actually, that's not bad. Cheat ability, perfect. Okay, we're doing really good stuff here. What else should we do? Because we need win cons, and I want this because this is the kind of, I'm gonna be extremely honest with you guys. This is my opinion about Obeka. I think she is the kind of deck that if she is not like painstakingly built like to a certain degree, then I feel like she's gonna be kind of jumbled. And I know for a fact that I would do that. I would make her all jumbled. So y'all are rocks for helping me not be all over the place. So how many cheat effects? So in terms of like cheating out things, 1, 2, 3-ish. What do you mean by okay. I'm getting confused now on the concept of cheating out. Do you mean like sneak attacks? Excuse me while I refresh my memory on the specific wording. I know I'm a dummy. I'm so sorry, but I love you guys for loving me for being a dummy. Okay. Put something out. Keep it there. So Hate Mirage with tokens. Things that put creatures from hand into play. Okay. So if we're only going with from like hand into play, I feel like Wormfang fuck. I don't know why my brain is so fried on this, you guys. We have a lot of graveyard stuff. I think we have... They're really bad with our baddie TB creatures because we want to use Obeka to end the turn at the ETB, but we actually need her at the end of the turn to skip the sacrifice trigger. That's true. There's going to be some plays we're going to be playing only like 1 or 2 spells per turn, which kind of sucks. You may put a creature card from your hand on the battlefield. That creature gains haste until next. Alrighty. So we have like Ilharg, which cheats stuff out. Gain control of target permanent until end of turn. I say we have a pretty decent handful, if I'm being honest. We have a lot of decent stuff in here in terms of creatures. We have 31. We only have 31. I almost said. The sorcery cost is killing me, but Warrior's Oath is not cheap. So if we played more speak attacks, we could put in more giant things to cheat in, like an Eldrazi or two, but that requires the deck to focus in the sneak attack direction. Brood, Birth Viper. So my issue is, like, I feel like if we only focus on one theme, we're gonna kind of really hurt ourselves, you know? Whenever it deals damage to a player, we draw a card. I dig it. I dig it. So I know that we want to do like the shenanigans regarding that. My brain is just a wee bit fried, but I know that we can do this. I wonder. Myriad is great with the Obekas on the turn. Havoc. Havoc Festival? Thoughts on Havoc Festival? We untap, then immediately tap Obeka to end our turn so we don't lose life. Let me know what you think about Havoc Festival. I think that might be fun. Yeah, we don't get a turn. That's a big issue. Ah, yeah, that's actually not bad. Yeah, rather spend 6 mana for a Sphinx or something. I'm gonna go ahead and add like some generic good stuff. So we need some tutors. So I say like a gamble. Oh gosh, it's one of my favorite blue cards ever, and I'm suddenly forgetting the name of it. It is a really good tutor. It's blue. That art is so weird. Oh my gosh. It's put it third from the top, third from the top, third from the top, third from the top, third from the top. Blue tutor, third from the top. Oh my gosh, long-term plans. Thank you. Really like this card as a tutor. And then mage. So we could do Mystic something other. Gifts Ungiven, we cannot play that, I believe. I believe that is banned. 99% sure that it is banned. As I'm really bad at remembering this, but I'm pretty sure that it is banned. flip. You could do like trinket mage, 1 or less. We want 2 or less. I guess trophy mage is the one we want. Because Isochronus, how much mana? Isochronus 2. So what mage would I need? I guess the T mages. So what mage would we need? There's trinket mage, treasure mage. Wow, I cannot spell tonight. Soul ring. I say a chromatic. Trinket is 1 or less though. Yeah, we can't do trinket mage. We might have to. Trophy mage is just 3. So should we CMC 3? It's not 3 or less, which is annoying. Yeah, treasure's the big ones. Is there not one for 2? Tribute mage. Is that the one we're missing? There it is. Tribute mage. Boom. Got him. It only took us so long. That's rough. I also think it's really funny that they did one for 1 or less, 2, 3, and then they did like big. I think that's hysterical. Okay, so what else should we pop in? Oh, we need removal. We need removal. So like chaos warp, I think is what we're gonna need. We can add the standard like cyclonic rift. I know not a lot of people like it. It's just a good card. Cyclonic rift. We could do like, yeah, I like damnation. Feed the swarm, which I think is actually a really good card. Full disclosure, I really do think it's good. Toxic deluge. Last one's, oh no. Oh god, I hate, this is too chaotic for me. Let's go, what if we did like in Garrick's Wake? I know that's like a lot in terms of CMC. It's 9. That's a high CMC. But it doesn't touch our stuff. Bedevil. Add. Jen Stukov, hello. Not sure if you're running any, but Tails End is not a bad option as a counterspell against legendary targets, but also a way to counter our bad triggered ability in case Obeka gets killed or needed as a backup. Okay, I agree with that actually. We can pop that in. Okay, I like Pongify quite a lot. Okay. We're not running walkers in this deck. Not yet, anyways. Go for the Throat's a good card. I like that card. Let's see, Artifact Mutation. Oopsies. Went a little... So that is not coming out as a card. Argent Mutation? Pact of Negation. Do we want more protection for Obeka? So we have to run something like Robe of Mirrors or Lexi's Cloak. Let's see. Robe of Mirror. We can pop her in. I'm down for that. I'm not mad at that. So what else can we do here? We do have diplomatic immunity in here. Thought that was the name. Must be another card. It's fine. It is what it is, y'all. Sometimes we just like we have an issue with it. Like, it's a shock that we memorize so many card names when we ourselves are just very much like new to this. Vandal Blast, yeah. I don't mean new to this, but like there's so many cards and they keep on making them. And sometimes it's easier to remember the art, but not necessarily the card ability itself. Or you can remember the ability, but you can't remember the name. It just happens. Hey, Crab. Croesus Charm. I dig it. I do quite like this. Can't spell. What about Cedrus? I like Cedrus. Darksteel Mutation, but it's white. I love Darksteel Mutation, but that is going to be hard for us. We can run. I like Imprisoned in the Moon. I could feel we're just going to have a lot of cuts to make. I could just feel it in my tiny, tiny bones. I feel like we're going to need a lot of mana. Dockside would be kind of fun. I really wish I could eat crab, like the actual food, but I don't. I'm like 6 hours away from the beach, you know? I just don't feel like I'd be able to like put that much time and effort in to go drive and get crab. Let's see. I'm struggling a bit. Oh, that'd be funny if we put infect here. We have 5-shot hexproof effect. No's gonna touch Obeka. Yeah, we're not gonna have anybody hurt her, and we love her. Okay, so should we go ahead and move to lands? I'm feeling confident and yet not at the same time. You know, swamp, island, mountain. I'm actually really excited to do Grixis because the last time I played a Grixis deck, not built, but played it, was a really cool deck. It wasn't even my own. It was Grixis Artifacts, and I won every game I played with it on MTGO. It was Magical Hacker, his deck, and it was such a blast. It was so much fun. Really could not like ask for a better deck to play. It was legit the wonkiest, weirdest thing ever. Really could not recommend enough. You should check out his video because we did a video together. It'll be on his channel. It was a fun deck to play. Okay, so let's go to lands. Before we do anything, what are all of the lands from Battle Bond? I know one of them is Luxury Suite. Yeah, I vibe with it. Okay, let's see. What are the other lands from Battle Bond / Commander Legends there was. What were the stars? Let's see. Alrighty. So we do have Luxury Suite. We'll go to Training. Training Center and Morphic Pool. I don't think they made a Grixis Triome yet, huh? Hey, sorry, Justin. I know you're talking lands, but have you thought about Baron Master Wizard for Bouncing Dockside? Also Triome land. Did they make a Grixis Triome? Because if they did, I'll pop it in here. I'll go ahead and look at Baron. Hold on. What's happening here? Oh, there it is. We would have to sack a permanent. So I don't know what we would sack. Probably Necropolis. Alright. Love it. I just can't spell today. This is a bad day for me to learn how to spell. Okay. Baronmaster Wizard. Oh, it's a permanent. I thought creature. We just sack a treasure. Duh. Never mind. We're doing it. Seems kind of a little too specific to put Mayhem Devil in here, but I still like it. Okay. Other lands, because we still need to do lands. What are some other good lands that you think we could add in here? We're not doing commander damage, so we don't need Rogue's Passage. Maybe like an Evolving Wilds. The pathways. Yeah, the pathways are really good at mana fixing and have been a lifesaver. Okay, Blightstep pathway. Wait a minute. When did this get spoiled? Did this get spoiled today? Did this get spoiled today? What? Looks like we're adding it into our main board. We'll do the Clearwater Pathway and our River Glide. That's all our colors. That is bananas bonkers good, and I'm really happy about that, actually. There's full art versions. Let's see. Why not just go ahead and shop around for a second while we go here. I don't think it'll let me do it except for the foil version, so we can't really not do that just now. I'm sorry. Okay, so what else are we going to be doing here? Also, to the lovely 18 beautiful people who are just chilling out with me on a night where I switched the commander last minute because I felt inspired. I appreciate you. We got Steam Vents, Blood Crypt, Watery Grave. Oh, it was full art instead of extended. I like that. Okay, yeah, Sulphur Falls. I really don't think we have to go too crazy with our lands here. What are the other ones? Dragon's Skull Summit. And then what's the other one? Dragon Skull Summit, and there should be fetches. Bloodstained mire. The fetches always make me feel bad, you know? I'll do it for y'all, because I love y'all. I actually need a foil Scalding Tarn for my Locust God deck, but that is neither here nor there. Let's see. Cascade Bluffs. I'm so sorry, y'all. I never run filter lands. For some reason, I just would rather run, signets. I don't know why, you know? Let's see. Maze of Ith. Why am I not typing? Untap target attacking creature. That's a smart land. I'll do it. Fabled Passage. Let's see. A Priz. Guys, before we continue, I really want to finish that set of Dominaria lands. What's the other one that we're missing? The other one, if we go down here, Sulphur Falls, and then we have the other one, which is Dragon Skull Summit. So what's the blue-black one? Is there a blue-black one? Drowned Catacomb. It's like they have to have it. Yes, okay. My brain, I was gonna say something about lands and I just completely lost it here. My brain fried on it. I was saying that we don't need to go too crazy with the lands. Let's go Cabal Coffers. Let's go Urborg. This art is so cool. Urborg, Tomb of Yawgmoth, yo. Oh, the volcanic island, you're killing me. Emergence Zone. I can't type to save my life tonight, you guys. I feel like that might be okay. So let's see what else we have going on here. Okay. So I'm working on it in my brain mind with you guys. All right, lovely 20 friends. We can do this. I think we can just stick with the rest being basics. That's what my heart is telling me to do. I don't know if this is a coffers deck. We're not heavy. Black mana plus with running out 10 fetches. We don't run a lot of swamps on average. Okay. So we can get rid of the Urborg and the coffers. I usually typically run it just to, in case. I don't know. I always tend to like overthink tri-colored mana bases because they're the most delicate, you know? Like they're good, but they are very delicate in what they do. I know someone said a Bajuka Bog, so we should probably do that. That rose up to $1. Wow. Okay, we run Urborg. Okay. Urborg. Tomb of Yawgmoth. Y'all following me in the middle of a deck building stream is really funny. Alchemist Refuge. Yeah, I think after Alchemist Refuge we should just do no, I can't. Alchemist Refuge is green in it, so I can't do that. So we'll just do the rest in basics. Let's scroll down to see what we got going on for our slice. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. That little chunk in the middle. Wow. We are only running 19% in black. That's not the best. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we don't need coffers for that. That's crazy. Jeez. Okay. So then what do we do here? Oh, so yeah, it's Academ's Awakening. Yeah, it is before cuts. Color, yeah, we've talked about color disparity being fine in Commander. It just always makes me nervous and kind of, I don't know, it ticks me a little bit because I really wish that it could just be a nice even, you know, but okay. Let's start out with cuts, everybody, and we'll now have to add the rest of the lands, then we'll do cuts. So we know we're not going to need a lot of black. Let's do... We're about the highest in 4, second highest being 3, which is actually not as bad as I expected. So I think we could do about a solid, like... 3 more. And then we'll do... Where's my mountain? Mountain Island. There it is. Okay. We could do like add more. We'll add 3 more. 35. Honestly, I feel good at 37 and just up these 1 more. And definitely tweak this because this is rough. It's just a deck building philosophy. I like mono black decks, but I feel like, yeah, Urborg is technically a swamp. So let's go to cuts. We're gonna definitely have to tweak the mana base. We'll start it. To be honest, our enchantments I feel are pretty self-explanatory. Examples being sneak attack. Obviously, we're keeping. Psychic Vortex I like because we just have to end it on our second main, which is fine, and we get an extra card draw, which I like. Koskin Falls I just kind of plopped in as a protection ability. The same thing with Propaganda. I would really like your thoughts on Koskin Falls and Propaganda, because Koskin Falls is one of those cards that I always want to make work, and it always ends up getting sliced out of something, you know, and I really like it, but I can see why it would be cut, you know? Well, for a second I thought I was muted and I got very scared. So guys, thoughts on Koskin Falls and Propaganda effects in this deck. They don't necessarily go with the flow of it, they just serve more as protection. Koskin Falls is Propaganda and Ghostly Prison, except you have to tap a creature you control at your upkeep, or the enchantment is destroyed. The problem is with Falls, it's 4 mana and locks down a creature. Yeah, I noticed that. Okay, we can... Yeah, okay, we're getting some cuts in chat. We'll remove it. Before we move to anything else, Propaganda. Thoughts on Propaganda? because I feel like it's a good card, and yet we just cut a card just like it, you know? Is it from blue enchantment? This is something to do with basic land types. I think propaganda is okay. Sick. I really like Flame Shadow Conjuring because we essentially get tokens, and that's great. Okay, I can add propaganda to considering. Okay. Death Pit Offering. This was offered originally as like a, hey, just buffs your stuff. I don't really think this is the direction we're going, so I feel like this is still a pretty decent cut because that is an immediate end turn. Like just like an immediate boom tap end turn. And I feel like that's just gonna hurt us, you know? I have Intruder Alarm in here to just fiddle around with Kiki Jiki. Collective Restraint is good if you're adding snowlands. Alright, thoughts on the Intruder Alarm. I like it because of the Kiki Jiki. We want the slight bit of redundancy in this, you know? So give me your thoughts on this. If retention went to combo with Alarm, awesome. Otherwise I would cut it. I mean, that's the only reason Alarm in here is to combo off with it. Because it works very well with Kiki Jiki. And that's why I like it. Okay. So, then we have Imprison in the Moon. It's good removal. Underworld Breach. Oh my gosh. So people in chat were telling me to not put Breach in here. And they were saying to not put it in here because it'll get sacked at the next end step. Not mine, but someone else's. But it doesn't say the next end step. It just says at the beginning of the end step. So as long as I end it, it should stay. It should stay, right? I don't even know the card Brain Freeze, so I think we might have to cut it. Each end step? But it doesn't say each end step, unless it was errated. Was it? Let's see. The beginning of the end step. So the keyword is there. Unless I'm just really wrong. It'll go. Y'all are telling me it'll go, so we'll cut it. So now we have Diplomatic Immunity, Alexi's Cloak, and Robe of Mirrors, all used to save our commander. Oh, okay. I see what y'all mean. 23 beautiful people, thank you for chilling out with me. Okay. So should we keep the Diplomatic Immunity, the robes, and the cloak, just to make sure? Okay, so let's get rid of the robe and have it just be these two. I think that feels pretty decent. Which then moves us to artifacts. I was reading Smokestack, which is why I stopped talking. I don't believe I meant to add Prismatic Geoscope. So we're gonna get rid of that because I don't know why that's in here. Okay, moving down to Smokestack. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may put a soot counter on it. Beginning of each player's upkeep, that player stacks a permanent for each soot counter on Smokestack. So my issue with this is we'll just have to tap and end our turn. And that's not fun. Yeah, the stacks train doesn't fit, and it makes me kind of sad, and I think we should get rid of it. Yeah, we would want to run more instants, and it doesn't really fit. So let's say cut. Let's see. Panharmonicon, love it. The double ETBs feel pretty good and pretty decent. I like. Mimit Vat has more of those insane shenanigans I like. Whenever not took a creature dies, you may exile that card. And Smokestack does indeed look like a train. No signets. I just popped in a chromatic lantern. We might have to tweak the rocks as we go, but for now I literally was just like Soul Ring, chromatic lantern, bunch of lands, go. I agree with literally everything else on these artifacts. I feel like we always considered stacks for every deck. Yeah, we typically do. We do run Dramatic Reversal. We do. So we have Soul Ring, love it. Ice Crown Scepter, love it. Love it. Chromatic Lantern, I always run this if I'm playing a deck that has 3 colors in it or more. We do have Mimic Vat and Panharmonicon. We can add in Demir's? No. Is it Signet? Because those are our strongest colors. Mind Stone. Mind Stone? Do y'all want Mind Stone? Arcane. Duh. That's a good Signet to have in here. Boop. Remember that card was $8? I do. I feel a bit better about this mana situation here. Let me see. All ramps should be at 2 to get Obeka on turn 3. 2. Yeah. Should we add any more rocks or should we keep going? Let's see. Soul Ring. So I'm going to leave that question for y'all as we keep moving here. I think instants is where we're going to start making some pretty serious cuts. Sorceries feels pretty decent, to be honest. The instants, however, are a bit meatier. Okay. Remove. And you said Felwar Stone. It's a 2-mana mana rock, and I guess that can work for us. We could do the Chalice, but we would have to pay a lot to dunk into it, and it would only be colorless mana. Okay. Let's do instants. We'll start at the bottom and work our way up. Starting with Discontinuity. It is very expensive, but we have to remember it is going to cost less on our turn. We end the turn. So, I know there's a lot of text on that card, but it's literally just end the turn. I am not mad at that card because sometimes we won't always have Obeka out. That's why we run Sundial of the Infinite, and I think it's always good to be cautious, you know? Don't mind me yawning. Okay. Through the Breach. This card, I don't feel good about Through the Breach, you know? I'm looking at the spell, and same thing with Goryo's Vengeance. I don't feel good about it. It's great to have to use offensively too. We have for creatures, like we have Wormfang, Manta, Palancron, Primordial, Cedrus, Hellkite Courser, Zealous Constrip, Zara, Shriekmaw, Puppeteer Click, Perforos and Mole Drifter, Leveler, and we have a lot of 5s, like a lot of 5s. I just feel like paying 5 mana when I could have paid another 5. I don't know. I don't think it's worth it because we don't have that many creatures that are more than 5. We have some, but it's not. I don't think it's worth it, if that makes any sense, you know? But please tell me if you guys think that it is good or not, because my brain is like, no, I'm not really vibing with it. Cut. Yeah. I'm gonna cut. Let's see. So I think what we're focusing on is infinite turns with infinite tokens, more so than I'm taking your things. Or cheating out some of our big things. I think cheating out some of our big things is helpful, but our main focus is like, let's do these weird things. Glorious End, good card. Long-term plans, good card. This is the one deck where I'm for running counter spells because we are currently running 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I feel good about that. That's the perfect number. So thoughts on Crosis's Charm? You would cut Guardianship. Okay, why? Like you said, you may not have your commander out, but it's still only 3 mana. That's not that expensive. I say we're a counter spell. Oh, well, okay. I said it wasn't expensive, but as soon as I said that, somebody else said it was expensive. So I understand. I respect it. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. 2 for keep. Yeah. 1 to cut, 2 to keep, as always, because I forgot I do that here, and it honestly streamlines this process so much. We are talking about Fierce Guardianship. Okay, we got 3 keeps. We're keeping Fierce Guardianship. Crosis's Charm is a good utility spell. Return target permanent to Sunder's hand. Bounce. It is a go for the throat. The artifact removal, I think, is what's important here, so we should do it. Chaos Warp. The owner of target permanent shuffles it into his or her library. I like this card, as always. Same for Bedevil and Tails End and Negate. I just feel really good about all these spells. I don't feel good about the Vengeance. So, Glorious Vengeance, return target legendary creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield, then that creature gains haste exile. Well, I like it better because it is 2 mana. So, in theory, we could cut Vengeance. Okay, let's do 1 to cut, 2 to keep on Vengeance, and then we'll slide back down to Bedevil. It makes me sad for Nostalgic Modern. On situation with Sue, Becca, you can get her out, and then at the end of the turn to keep, but yeah, not great. Yeah, I feel like, yeah. You guys are right. Boop, remove. Okay. Oh, it has to be legendary, duh. Bedevil. I like this because it is artifact or a creature or planeswalker. I would like to get that artifact removal in here if at all possible. We do have Vandal Blast, but there's something about consistent artifact removal that I think is important in Commander. Like Crosis's Charm does that. However, it has a bit of a kinder CMC. What's the thought process on Bedevil? Bedevil's dope. 1 to cut, 2 to keep with Bedevil. Two, one, one. It's the pips. 2 keeps, 2 cuts. Alrighty, 2 keeps, 2 cuts. Ooh, oh, my back. Oh, I have to stretch. Oh, stretching is good. Okay. Though we are low in black, so maybe be okay to cut it. Yard alone is worth the keep. I was seeing in terms of removal, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We only have 4 pieces of removal. I say keep it for now. Same for everything else here. I feel pretty good about this, except what do you think about the tutors? Vampiric tutor, the instant speed, 1 black mana put on the top of our library, lose 2 life. Now, fun fact, I just sold this card to my LGS because I was like, I don't need this. And I could put it in stuff like Phage, but I really like to have cards in my hand and not on the top of my library. So thoughts on the Vampiric tutor, my lovely lovelies? It's a I win card. Okay, we'll keep it. That puts us to 18 cards in instance, which is a little high, but I will keep it. Moving on to sorceries, which are actually pretty low in terms of our amount. We only have 11, but the price is significantly higher because of Warrior's Oath. So right off the bat, I say keep Last Chance. I say also keep Warrior's Oath because of the fact that that's kind of originally what inspired the deck. Was like, oh, extra turn, boom, I don't die. I think that's pretty funny. I like it. Claim the Firstborn is meh, so let's get rid of it. We only are currently running in terms of tutors, long-term plans, gamble, and vampiric tutor, but we can add more as cuts continue. So let's go to Insurrection. It is a crisp 8 mana. Untap all creatures and gain control of them until end of turn. They gain haste until end of turn. We won't be able to keep the stolen creatures. Does Active Treason not work? Let me know if Active Treason does not work, because I assumed it did. I like how I can talk to you guys, but sometimes I still like to tip-tap away. Sharpie, I listed the 3 tutors that we are running as being Vampiric, Gamble, and Long-Term Plans. We can add more as we go, but for now, let's focus on the cuts. I assumed Active Treason works because it says gain control of target creature until end of turn. So in theory, we should be able to keep them and be fine, but at the same time, I'm nervous. The treason effects are specifically at the end of the turn. Well, yeah, that's what Obeka focuses on, is at the end of the turn. So we should be good. At least I think we're good, you know? I think we're good. They don't stay. Okay, so then Active Treason is gone. So then Insurrection is like a one-hit wonder at that moment. But what do you think about Insurrection? Because you end the turn ending the effect. It isn't a trigger, so it won't get exiled. Okay. So Insurrection, we won't keep them like I had hoped we would. But I still think it's kind of a good, like, you know, thoughts on Insurrection? Insurrection can be a potential game finisher. Keep for me. I like that it is a finisher. Because it's, I don't know, that it just removes blockers. It is a Hail Mary. I quite like it. Okay. Hate Mirage. Choose the 2 target creatures you don't control. For each of those creatures, create a token that's a copy of that creature. Those creatures gain haste. Exile them at the beginning of the next end step. I like Hate Mirage. Yeah, the CMC is at 4, but that's... We could possibly get like an Eldrazi and like a Praetor, you know, for 4 mana. I like Insurrection and I like Hate Mirage. Thoughts on, thoughts on Hate Mirage, actually. I thought there was a playmat there that made a very loud noise. So, Hate Mirage is weird and I love it. I like it too. I'm getting the good vibes from you guys in chat, so we're going to keep it. Windfall and Winds of Change are good ways to draw cards in this deck. Also, it's in here because of Hull Breacher and people can't get hands from it. I really like Windfall and Winds of Change. But please give me your thoughts on those two. Okay, we got some good vibes in chat. Ooh, my arms hurt. Okay. Feed the Swarm is risky but good. I saw turn 1 play with that. I've done turn 1 plays with Winds of Change specifically because sometimes you just need a better opening hand, you know. It is enchantment removal. Past that, I honestly feel pretty good about our sorceries. We only have 9 of them, but I feel good about all of them. This is going to dive us into the meat, which is our creatures. Honestly, if we just remove 18 creatures from here, we'll have 100 cards exactly, and I feel like that's good, but also it's a lot of creatures, you know, I'm not really sure how to feel about that. Okay, let's do the creatures. Thoughts on Wormfang Manta? Guys. Oh, Crabs, thank you for gifting a tier 1 sub to Mr. Bernie. Okay, we can do that. We'll do it. Yeah, it's not reliable, but it's a red tutor, which makes me smile. Okay. Let's go to creatures. Wormfang Manta. I'm hesitant because of the toughness. Yeah, it's meant to die, but 7, I don't know. There's just something about it that makes me go, I don't really know if I should do this. It's a 7 mana 6/1. It doesn't really feel like it fits, you know? So if y'all are vibing, yeah, let's cut it. Palancron, it goes infinite in this deck, which I quite like. So I say we keep Palancron. I like Palancron. But tell me your thoughts on Palancron. I just think it's neat. I just think it's neat. Oh god, y'all. I've been hit with a very heavy case of the I feel tired, you know? Yeah, I'm feeling very sleepy all of a sudden. Yeah, keep. Okay, so our infinite with this. So, Palicron with sneak attack. Palicron with our... Well, we don't have any clones, so... If we had Urborg and Cabal Coffers, we could do infinite, but we don't have the ability to do that. Would you guys prefer to cut Palinchron then? Because it really only goes infinite with kind of one thing now that I'm thinking about it. But it's such a strong, beefy card, you know? Oh my god. Ugh. Cut Palinchron. Okay, so let's just do the numbers because I'm noticing it's... Sometimes we get a little bit more interaction with the numbers. Yeah, we don't have syncs. That's fair. Okay, so let's do this. 1 to cut, 2 to keep Palinchron. Okay, a lot of y'all are saying to cut, so we'll cut the Palinchron. 16 cards left. We're actually kind of chugging through this. I'm really proud of us. Molten Primordial, 7 mana, 6/4 haste. When it ETBs for each opponent, gain control of up to 1 target creature that player controls until end of turn. Untap those creatures, they gain haste until end of turn. So that's a really cool ETB. We could technically get 3 creatures. Wait, hold on. Yeah, I had to reread that. We don't keep them. Okay. Yeah, I had to take the time to see that key phrase there. Let's do Cedrus the Trader King, Unearth 3. We could get our stuff back from our graveyard, which is important. Remove it from game at the end of turn, or if it would leave play. So 1 to cut, 2 to keep on Cedrus the Trader King. Fun fact, he was actually the leader of the really cool Grixis artifact deck I played a while ago. I like it. I like him personally, but give me your lovely thoughts and feelings and concerns about Cedrus. I see 2 keeps already, 3 keeps. We're keeping them. Let's do it. Does Hellkite Courser really seem like it's worth it? Yeah, we could easily, like, have it be a 6 mana, get Obeka, but she's only 4, you know? So I really don't know how I feel about that. Hellkite Courser just feels a little so-so. But it's also a flyer, and flyers are good. That's true. If we can't protect her, we might as well do that. Okay. Zealous Conscripts, I now understand, goes infinite with Kiki Jiki, so we're golden. Zara, Renegade Recruiter. Whenever she attacks, look at the looking defending player's hand. You may put a creature card from under the battlefield under control. Tapped and attacking. Yep, so love it. Okay, Zara feels good. Then we have Shriekmaw. Not gonna lie, I would get this as a tattoo. I think Shriekmaw is super cool looking. I just love the art. However, we don't keep the conscripted creature. Oh. We don't. Okay. If we steal. Okay, okay. Czar feels like a keep. Thoughts on Shriekmaw? Because I know we were talking about, like, the evoke stuff a little bit. Yeah, 1 to cut, 2 to keep Shriekmaw, 1 to cut, 2 to keep Muldrifter. Y'all help me with Muldrifter and Shriekmaw. 1 to cut, 2 to keep. Maybe I need to start the giveaway to get you guys, like, energetic. Maybe. I do have some pretty sick items, so. Okay. So we're gonna be careful. I have to get off now. Have other obligations to get to. Hope the rest of the deck brew goes well. Turnkeeper, not bad. I don't know. They're a cool keep for flavor, but I'd rather, if they're only keep for flavor, I feel like we should remove them. Perforos is haste enabler, and we can cheat out cards from our hand. I love it. Puppeteer click. Our next end step, exile it. It'll be good. Same thing with Leveler. Does Leveler work the way we think it does? Because now I'm second guessing myself, you know? Does Reveler work the way we think it does? Please tell me if I am incorrect. As a trigger on the stack, you can end the turn. Beautiful. I think it's worth it to end our turn for a 5-mana 10/10. Normally I'd be like, that's a bit risky, but I really like it. So, it is a vibe I can vibe with, you know? Okay, Kiki Chiki's automatic keep. Moving to Ilharg, the Raise Boar. The more I'm thinking about this, the more I'm thinking we're not really in a from the hand attacking kind of deck. So I don't know if we need Ilharg, the Raise Boar. But tell me what your thoughts are on Ilharg, because now I'm kind of like, well, we're not really focusing on that combat, so maybe we shouldn't. I mean, we're going to be doing tokens and token combat and stuff like that. But, you know, Splinter Twin is a card I never thought anybody would expect. Not expect, recommend. It is beloved by many. The board would be better if we were running Eldrazi. I agree. So maybe just cut the boar. Because I agree, it just feels a little weird. Coercive Recruiter. Whenever it or another pirate enters the battlefield under your control, gain control of target. Gain control of target creature until end of turn. Untap the creature until end of turn. Coercive Recruiter, yay or nay on the thoughts. We can probably tweak the deck theme a little bit more as we continue, but I do want to get the cuts out of here, you know? I am feeling the exhaustion tonight, you guys. There we go. That looks much better there. Guys, thoughts on coercive recruiter? I believe in you. We were so active in our chat last week. It was a beautiful, active chat last week. The reason I suggested it was for the Time Splinter. I dig it. I love Time Splitters. That was such a good game. Probably one of my favorite games growing up, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Guys, okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna open up the giveaway right now because it seems like we're just feeling a little bit tired. They get creatures at the end, yeah. Okay. The raffle is open. Type in making cuts, all one word, to enter the giveaway. I'm going to show you what we're giving away. I'm going to take a brief bathroom break, and then we're going to get back to cuts because we only have 12 more cards to cut. So, item number 1 in giveaway is, I will actually pull her up right now if the internet will allow me. Boop. So our first item that we're giving away is this Anara Life Pad. There it is. It is a beautiful, gorgeous, stunning Ultra Pro Life Pad. I'll kind of pop it open so y'all can see what it's like. Has very nice little like cardboard feel to it. Pops open, looks beautiful. If you can see right here, it has date, venue, your games, and even has a little place for notes. It is double-sided and has a lot of pages. So definitely recommend this because it's the last Anara I have to give away. Alrighty, second item to give away is this Rebek deck box right here. Let me pull up Rebek. The only reason I'm not using Moxfield to pull these cards up is because we're color restricted right now, so I can't pull it up. So apologies on that. It won't let me do it. Oh, come on. There it is. We're getting a Rebek box with matching Rebek sleeves. So you can put your entire commander deck in here. Has room for 100 sleeves, room for a beautiful commander deck. Super cool, super fun. I love this box. I love these boxes. Actually, I have a Rograk. Well, actually, this will kind of just show like the quality of it. Is I do have a Progenitus deck box that kind of shows the quality. I've had this Progenitus deck box for 3 years, and it has literally withstood the test of time. There's barely any scratches on it. It's just a really nice, high-quality deck box. Now, the final item in the giveaway is this right here. It is a Rebek playmat. So this is a Rebek playmat. A lot of people were really excited that this card was able to come to life during Commander Legends. She's beautiful. She's stunning. It's made by Magali, who did my favorite Chandra art ever, Torch of Defiance. So I really recommend hopping in on this giveaway. Normally, I get the opportunity to give away doubles of mats. This time around, I only have one Rebek playmat. Only one. So now is the opportunity and time to enter in now, because this will be the only time I'll be able to give this playmat away. The colors are very soft and really beautiful, very light. Looks really good for a mono white deck, really beautiful to play. It's just a really nice piece of real estate to play on. So if you want to enter in this giveaway to win all of these items you just saw, which is the playmat, the deck box with matching sleeves, as well as the Anara Life Pad, all you have to do is just type in making cuts, all one word, in the chat right now, and I'll end the giveaway when the stream ends. And if you excuse me, guys, I'm actually going to be right back. I'm going to take a quick bathroom break, and then we're going to get back to cuts. Alrighty, you guys, we're back. Thanks for being patient. So if you wanted to enter the giveaway, all you have to do is enter in the phrase making cuts. This is a really fun giveaway. If you know friends who would be interested in winning a Rebecca playmat with matching deck boxes and sleeves and an NR Live pad, then tell them to hop in on here right now, enter in the giveaway. This is the only time that I'll be able to give away this particular playmat bundle. So enter in now. So now that we're done talking about Rebecca, let us dive back into our cuts. This deck, I'm going to be extremely honest, is a bit overwhelming to me. The wording on these cards have to be extremely specific, or we get nothing, and that's a lot, you know. So, cuts is a challenge. I think maybe we should start at the top and work our way back down. I think to kind of refresh us. Medley fan, you're killing me. I love you, but you're killing me. Okay. So, let's do it. Phyrexian Dreadnought is the most hysterical thing I've seen in this deck. I want it with all my heart and soul to work. A 1-mana 12/12. Just feels really good. I like this quite a lot, actually. And I think we should keep it. But let me know how you think in the chat. Press 1 to cut, 2 to keep for Phyrexian Dreadnought. We're going to do our 1 to cuts, 2 to keeps, because earlier we were kind of chugging along, and I feel like we just need to push, you know. Make that extra push forward, and I know that we can do it. So, come on. How can we not run it? Yeah, you know, you're exactly 1000% correct. I love it. Hey Chase, if you wanted to run Active Trees and Save a Bolus is one that does work with Obeka. If you wanted to run one, sorry for adding another card. I'll have to think about that. I'll focus on the cuts, but then check it out after we get to 100. Because that's when Muffins pressures me to cut lands. So, Dockside is a keep. Kroxa, Titan of Death's Hunger. I originally don't. I have hesitations with Kroxa, and here's my reason why. We have to do it immediately at ETB, which feels kind of weird. And I don't know. The payoff doesn't seem too good in Commander in a you know, non-singleton format. It feels pretty good because you're down at 20 life instead of 40. You know, and that's the big difference, that life change. I don't know how I feel about Kroxa. That's true, second main. Ancient Tomb and Soulring is a must if you can recur Kroxa. It's too powerful. Y'all are really vibing with Kroxa, so we're going to say keep to the Kroxa. Nightscape Familiar, I like, just because it allows us to make things cheaper. But do you guys think we really need this card in here with our curve being the way that it is? I do want some opinions. I just realized I have my mic on mute. I'm very sorry. The cost reduction on a durable body is really nice. Also extremely fair. 2 cheaps, blue and red, which is most of your deck. Agreed, y'all are getting some good points. Excellent. So y'all were talking to me about Arami earlier. About how Arami was really good. The Encore. Exile cards from your graveyard equals to the number of opponents you have. Target creature card in your graveyard gains Encore until the end of that turn. So that'll bring our cards back, and we can Obeka get them back. That's a good way to recur. The exiling part makes me nervous of the cast, but what do you guys feel about Arami? 1 to cut, 2 to keep for Arami. I am putting this in y'all's hands. I believe in you wholeheartedly. It doesn't double stack for red blue spells. Okay. I think of it as a reanimate with 2 Panharmonicons. Okay. Okay, that's a fair vibe. Okay, 1 Arami. Okay, 1 is to cut though, but you're giving me keep vibes, so we're gonna keep. Baron was recommended just to go infinite with Dockside. I think that's fun. Thoughts? Because I really like Dockside in here, and it going infinite with Baron just feels funny. So 1 to cut, 2 to keep on Baron, Master Wizard. In this situation, Muffins, for me, it's less about the infinite mana and more about the infinite flicker, well, not flicker, but cast, bounce, recast, bounce, cast, bounce, recast, bounce with say like Perforos is where my mind was going, but I couldn't really think. And it's in treasure form, exactly. So yeah, okay, keep Baron. Okay, cool. I'm really glad you guys think that, because I was like, I like it a little bit better because it's a little bit more flexible, you know. Okay. Combat Celebrant hasn't been exerted this turn. You may exert it as it attacks. When you do, untap all other creatures you control, and after this phase, there's an additional combat phase. I feel it's pretty sick. At first, I didn't fully read the card because I'm brain tired tonight. I'm brain tired. But it's okay that I'm brain tired because I can still do cool shit. I'm just brain tired. Combat Celebrant, we could... Yeah, a lot of... It is a good card just in general. Okay. What does Combat Celebrant do in the deck? I don't know. I guess give us another combat with our amount of tokens if we get them. You know? But... Okay. Y'all are giving me cut vibes. We'll cut it. No, you aren't missing something. I just had it in there because I thought like we'd eventually make a lot of tokens with like, in theory with like Kiki Jiki, and then we could give them haste with Perforos and just go, you know. But I understand what you mean. Deceiver Exarch, that goes infinite with Kiki Jiki, I believe. How does that go infinite with Spark Double? Because Spark Double... what do you mean by a cheap twin card? Maybe just... Okay, maybe we should just go back to the 1 to cut to 2 to keeps, because I'm getting a little brain tired. So Deceiver Exarch, 1 to cut, 2 to keep on the Exarch. Also, let's just get sneaky Obeka triggers if she's tapped and someone gets to kill her. Goes to kill her, yes. Lots of 2s. Beautiful. Felden of the Third Path. Tap 3, tap him, create a token that's a copy of target creature card in your graveyard, except it's an artifact. It gains haste. I think this is an automatic keep for Felden. I think we should keep Felden. Feeling less inspired on the Gutter Snipe, to be honest. Gutter Snipe is very much not a card I think would be in here. Let me go down and read the specific wording on Isochron Scepter. You may copy the exile card. If you do, you may cast the copy. So with our Isochron combo, Gutter Snipe would trigger. So that's another way to win. So I'm actually sold a little bit more on Gutter Snipe. Because he does just fine. Never like Gutter Snipe and Commander personally unless you want to go infinite or give it Infect. Yeah, we're not really going to be doing Infect. I suppose we can cut the Gutter Snipe. Okay. Hole Breacher, I think, is an absolute keep. It is brand new and really good. It's really good. So I think Hole Breacher is a must. Also, I did indeed pay $20 for a Hole Breacher in my Quain deck that I built on stream with you guys. I'm actually building in paper. And let me tell you, the cost was not fun. And I also just really just sat down and was like, this is very annoying that I had to buy a Hushbringer. And my card shop didn't have a regular one. So I had to buy a full art Hole Breacher. Because I was like, well, I need one. It's like, I need one, so might as well. So yeah, I got a Hole Breacher. Because I'm a genius. If it can kill if we get our Isochron combo, but we already have plenty of other ways to win. Yeah, so I think it's a good cut. Next we move on to Pestermite, which again is a Kiki Jiki kind of thing. So I say keep on the Kiki Jiki. Tribute Mage to help tutor for Isochron Scepter. You'll love it. I don't feel comfortable with the Avaricious Dragon because we have the Psychic Vortex and that's easier to accomplish than the Avaricious Dragon, and the Avaricious Dragon, it just makes me nervous. I don't feel good about Avaricious Dragon. Thoughts on the dragon? 1 to cut, 2 to keep for this lovely little dragon boy. He says flying. At the beginning of your draw step, draw an additional card. Dragon is fun, but it can burn us really, but yes, it can. Boops. Remove. Captivating Crew. Gain control of target creature to opponent controls until end of turn. Captivating Crew would not work, would it? Yeah, the downside just hurts so much more than the upside. I feel like at that point we should just simply run a Dictative Crew Fix, you know. Nope, it wouldn't keep a creature. Captivating Crew is gone. Okay. Eater of Days. 4 mana, 9/8 with a flying and trample, but the kicker here is it comes into play, you skip your next 2 turns. Oh my god. A 9/8. Like, I like it. Yeah, Muffin says hell yeah. I kind of vibe with it. Inverter of Truth. Enters the battlefield, exile all cards from your library face down, then shuffle all cards from your graveyard into your library. I don't know how I feel about this. I like it, but only for the scavenger troll you have it. Yeah. I feel like it's basically just, do we mind never playing this without giving that downside? Yeah. I think it's very funny. I feel better about that risk than anything else, so I say keep, but let's keep going. The Inverter of the Truth makes me a little nervous. I love the art. 6/6 4 mana flying is the weakest of the things. Chaos Agent also says cut. I think the cut is definitely what needs to happen here. Remove. I added Notion Thief in because we were running Windfall and Winds of Change, but now I really don't think we need to run Notion Thief. Notion Thief doesn't really do much in here, you know? Notion, okay, Muffin says Notion Thief is good, and it is a good card, but does it work well with the rest of the deck, you know? Someone says, can we switch Notion Thief for Opposition Agent? You control your opponents while they're searching their libraries. When an opponent is searching their library, they exile each card they find. You play those cards for as long as they remain exiled, and you may spend mana as though it were any mana of any color to cast them. Nothing wrong with a good Notion Thief. Decent standalone for stealing. Draws. It doesn't need to. It's good utility. Okay, so then we'll just keep the Notion Thief then. Purpose, God of the Forge. We already talked about how good this is. I don't think we need Spark Double anymore. I originally thought it'd be good. Every time I'm in the colors and I feel like the commander's good enough, I tend to pop in a Spark Double. I don't think we need it. So, 1 to cut, 2 to keep on the Spark Double. Because right now I'm like, I don't particularly think so. Two cuts on the Spark Double. 3 cuts on the Spark Double. Okay. But Spark Double is the second Eater of Days. Next we move to Broodbirth Viper. 5 mana, 3/3 Myriad, which is one of my least favorite abilities in Magic. Whenever it does combat damage to a player, you may draw a card. So I don't think we need it that much. I think what if we want to be more focused? Blade of Selves is a card. Okay. That puts us at 23 creatures, which is still pretty decent. I'm not gonna lie, in terms of creatures. It looks like a lot less, but it's 23. We have 105 cards in our deck, which means we need to cut 5 more. Okay, beautiful friends. We have 5 cards left to cut. So tell me exactly what are we gonna cut here? We're at 37 lands. Let's go down to our little... This feels much better now. We have a higher increase in black and a decrease in red. We are now at 40% blue, 20 red, 20 black, 38 red. I feel a bit better about this skew. So let's do some thinking. We now run highest at 2s, which is very weird. I like that though. I like cheap cards. Why do I have Scalding Tarn in my... What? Oh no. Scalding Tarn was never meant to go to my... Crap. Okay, hold on. We can fix this. Poop. We didn't need that. Crap. Remove 1. So now we're at 5 cards left. Okay, lovely friends in chat. We have 5 cards left to cut. So where are these cards gonna come from? Well, Muffins, I didn't cut a land because I accidentally had Steam Vents in our sideboard. So I accidentally had Scalding Tarn in our sideboard, so I had to put Scalding Tarn back into our main board and then cut a swamp to compensate because we were at 38 instead of 37. So technically, I didn't cut a land. Technically. I appreciate the attempt. Technically. Now, I might be encouraged to go down one land. Technical, it's on the stack. I'm going to tap Obeka to end the turn and destroy the stack. I will give this to you, Muffins. I will indeed cut one mountain. Stifle, it resolves. I'm going to cut one mountain. And I now have us at 4 cards remaining to cut. I feel like that's fair, considering our curve is now at a cool, crisp, highest at 2, which is a lot. We have a 97% chance to play that. We have, let's see. Where is it? Where's the percentage chance? There it is. 80, 88, 75, 58. My 2 strategies are sort by price, cut the 5 most expensive cards, or sort by CMC, cut 5 highest CMC. So our most expensive cards are our lands, because actually they're not this time. Usually our lands are our most expensive, but that's because I realized we're not running duels because I decided to have us not run duels today. So a little victory for us today. I feel like Intruder Alarm is a keep with Kiki Jiki. Sneak Attack is a keep. I feel like we can get rid of Imprisoned in the Moon because that technically gives people ramp. However, I like it because it's very hard, almost near impossible to get your commander back from Imprisoned in the Moon unless you have that good removal. One Final Fortune is more expensive than the entire mana base. You bet your ass, and we're keeping it. Oh no, Final Fortune's actually 25. I think we're talking about the Warrior's Oath? Or is it Last Chance? No, it's Warrior's Oath. Could we cut Arami? Do we have any good Encores? That is a good question. So the ability of Encore is a bit weird. The Oath. Warrior's Oath. Yeah. So Arami. Let me read Encore. I have to move my microphone. So I'm going to cradle my microphone while we talk here tonight, okay? Exile the creature card and pay its mana cost. For each opponent, create a token copy that attacks that opponent this turn of Fable. They gain haste. Sacrifice them at the beginning of the next end step. Activate only as a sorcery. Well, that's a good Encore. I quite dig it. Eater of Days, the Dreadnought, Hull Breacher just feels like it's good to get back and have 3 of those out on the battlefield. Having Puppeteer clicks is Puppeteer click legendary. I don't believe so. It is not. I think that's pretty good. I vibe with some of these. What are your thoughts on the Encore mechanic? Because I'm not necessarily used to the Encore mechanic. Taking a sip. Thanks, Zarl. I drink so much water during streams now. I'm really glad that I added that reward. God of the Forge is the one we need to keep. Like, we have to keep him. Otherwise, all we're doing is just making a bunch of tokens. But we can kill everybody with Perforos if we have him. I really want to keep him. We do have good Encores. I really want us to keep Perforos. I'm so sorry. I love him, but we need him. 4 cards. I feel like we can do this if we just put them on. Okay. Hear me out. Hear me out. I think we should cut Nightscape Familiar. Here's my reasoning why. Our curve is highest at 2 CMC now, so we don't really need the help in casting a lot of our things. And the Nightscape Familiar does do cost reduction, but it doesn't really synergize with the rest of the deck. It just feels kind of lacking. I love the fact that it is indeed a cost reducer, but doesn't really do much else. If our curve was higher, I'd say we keep it, but now that we did some cuts, our curve is lower. Nightscape gets Obeka out on turn 3. Well, damn it, if you're right, you're right, you know? I hate that my hair does this. Okay, okay. We're keeping it. Okay, we're keeping it. Our average CMC... That's a good question. Let's go. 1.93 with lands and 2.97 without. Honestly, makes me a wee bit nervous. Look at this. This is a lot. What about the Hellkite? All it does is get Obeka out from the command zone. That's fair. And if we have our Treasure Infinite combo, we don't really need it. Okay, we'll get rid of the Hellkite. Moving us down to 103, you guys. Also, we're still doing the giveaway, so if you have not entered the giveaway, enter in now by typing the phrase "making cuts" in chat, but all one word. It'll look like that. I mean, if we have signets, we can also use those to get Obeka out turn 3. For the mana rocks, we just added in an Izzet Signet and a Felwar Stone. Shouldn't we just get rid of the Izzet Signet now that our curve is so low? And we just have the... We already have 3 rocks. Do we need 4? I think if we cut the Izzet Signet, we'll be better off, you know? Right? Thoughts. Thoughts on my brain. Should we cut the Izzet Signet? Should we cut the Felwar Stone? Because our curve is so much lower now that I feel a bit more comfortable to kind of make some room. I was going to say, if we're going to cut a rock, we might as well cut a signet. But I want to know, to my lovely, beautiful, I'm grabbing my microphone now. To my lovely and beautiful chat, should I cut Captains at Arms going with the please don't? I died. I had to stop. It makes me feel so bad that chat's delayed by like a second, so I just went ahead and started doing it. Oh god, hateful. I'm hateful. I don't mean to be. I'm so sorry. Cut lands to put in a Jeweled Lotus, you say? It's a bit nerve-wracking. I don't know if we should do that. I'll cut the Izzet Signet, putting us down to 2 cards left to cut. Jeweled Lotus is still a bit up there in price. 64 currently. I love the art on Jeweled Torque. So pretty. Yeah, I have no idea what to add in equipment. Oh, equipment decks are fun. Okay guys, help me out. We have 2 cards left. I know that we can do this. 2 cards, 2 cards. I feel like we have too few rocks to run Dramatic Scepter. Unless we want to just use the combo to untap Obeka, then why run the combo? We could just keep the Scepter for the Final Fortune thing and cut the Dramatic Reversal. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, okay. So if we cut that, then we only have one card left. So, thoughts on the final piece. And I'm gonna be honest, I probably will edit this a little bit on my own come tonight and tomorrow, because this deck is a challenge to build. It is very precise, and I also am very tired. And to the I'm the naysayer and cut 2 lands and the card, you know I'm gonna say I am not going to add Fire Covenant. Oh, did I accidentally add a Dramatic Reversal? Thanks, you guys. I accidentally added one instead of cut it. Okay. Let's see here. Beautiful brain. That is very tired, beautiful brain. No, the answer was Ancient Tomb. Oh. Why do I like that option? Should I just cut 2 lands and plop in an Ancient Tomb and call it quits, you guys? We have 0 colorless mana. Well, no, that's not right. We have 2, so that's technically the Soul Ring. Oh, I'm actually tempted to do this. Oh, the card sometimes gets slotted into sideboard. It doesn't count for the main board. We still have 1 card left to cut. Oh, jeez. Do we really need Minimo? I feel like we don't. Do we really need Minimo? I don't think so. Oh, I was gonna say, most mono white. If you're doing Boros is a bit easier to do equipment, but mono white, Fire Shrieker is a good recommendation. Open the Armory is a good recommendation. Stoneforge Mystic. I'm not doing this in a subtle way. I have a desk thingy, but it doesn't have wheels because the one that had wheels was cheap and made of plastic. But I have my equipment deck right here. Okay, I don't think this is an Ancient Tomb deck. Thank you, Muffins, because I would have done it. So I'm glad you mentioned it. Let's see. Batterskull. Steel Shaper Apprentice is a good white card. Leonin Shikari is a really good card. I know I'm being ridiculous, but I really like my equipment deck. Balan or Balan Wandering Knight is a game ender. Personally, you cannot go wrong with equipment. SRAM. I have to add SRAM in here. Okay, it allows us to use Obeka on our turn and leave her up to use on someone else's turn for Poxus if we want. Fair. Okay, 1 card. We can do this. Please, my beautiful chat, help me cut 1 card. Do you think we can cut maybe 1 counter spell? Maybe Tail's End? I think Tail's End would be a good cut. Card advantage. Do we have enough card advantage for long-term plans? Damn it. Alright, I'm going to add in a Ristic Study, get rid of the Tail's End, which means we still have one card left to cut. I just think Ristic Study is a good way to get us card draw. We have some forms of card draw, like Winds of Change and Windfall, Psychic Vortex, but just to be sure, I decided to slot in a Ristic Study to help us. So that means we are back to square one in terms of cutting one more card. Okay, let's cut Winds of Change then and keep the Windfall. Boom. Leaving us at exactly 100 cards. Yeah, Windfall's better than Winds of Change. Okay. So. Holy crap, guys. We are at 100 cards. The deck is $920, which is a bit steep if you don't mind me saying, but you know that's how it is at the end of the day. So. Now comes the question of how do you guys feel about this deck? Are there any things that you would tweak or change or add to it? I put in a Ristic Study to give us better card draw because some people just don't like to pay for the Ristic. Other people do. It just depends on how you're feeling that day. Thanks. I'm glad about the no land cuts. Muffins really roots for the land cuts. So, you know, sometimes it just feels pretty good to not cut lands. One day you'll get me, Muffins. One day. But until then, you guys, please tell me right now how you feel about Obeka currently. How do you feel about this deck? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Are there things that you would tweak? Except adding an Ancient Tude, cutting a land, and playing a Fire Covenant. Tell me what you guys think. Because I really value your opinion on this, and this was a bit of a struggle for me? Question mark? I've been up since 5 a.m. and I'm very tired, and I'm also a little bit nervous about this brew. Oh yes, Slave of Bolus. This for me, the whole concept of this. This deck seems neat. It's a good mix of terrifying combo and absolute jank. Gain control of target creature. Pretty art. And tap that creature against you sometimes. Sacrifice me. I like it. I don't vibe with it too terribly much. So let's see. So guys, do you have any other thoughts or tweaks that you'd like to make with this deck before we go ahead and start doing the cool thing and changing it up? Or well, let's play test it. Gotta move my thing. Okay, feeling really good about this right now. Turn one into an island to play our Soul Ring. And then pass the turn, untap, upkeep, draw. Let's Blood Crypt and let's shock ourselves because we don't care. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can't play her just yet. So next turn, plop this down, cast out Obeka by tapping everything with 1 mana floating next turn. It's very different than my Obeka deck. That makes me nervous. That makes me feel like I did not do a good job with Obeka. Next turn, just getting a lot of lands here in these draws. Next turn, okay, 1, 2, Cruxa, tap. Next turn, a land. Feeling a little weird. Alrighty. Okay, I really wanted this to be good, you guys, because I also have to write an article about this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we'll do 6. Kiki Jiggy boop. Next turn. We're gonna removal something. Boop, graveyard. Next turn. I built mine more around Arami. Okay, I vibe with it. Let's tap to blue arcane signet. I'd start throwing out the final fortune effects to act as explore. Next turn, puppeteer click. Okay, let's restart the game. Yeah, let's restart. That is the dead ass the same hand. Restart. Okay, different hand. A little bit of a struggle, so I dig it. Let's start out with this Bloodstained Mire. We're gonna lose a life, tap and sack it, and we're gonna view our library. We're gonna get let's get a Blood Crypt, you know. Boop. And then not gonna shock ourselves because we're not crazy. And then next turn. Oh my god, the risk it of it all. Okay, we're gonna play this island and then pass because that's really attractive and we can't do that. Morphic Pool. Can't do anything else next turn. Okay, let's go ahead and do a Fabled Passage. It'll untap, so let's go ahead and tap and sack it and get I guess let's get another red because the majority of our deck is red. Stop it. Also, I'm just doing this really bullshit, so please be kind at how bullshit I'm playtesting this with you guys. Maybe Obeka should just be a figurehead for the colors and the rest of the deck focuses on the secret commander. I know that she can do very well with this. We don't have any opponents, so right now we're just kind of going at it, you know? Okay. Mazavith for the Arcane Signet. Then we're gonna tap one, play, tap Obeka next turn. Okay, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. At the beginning of each of your turns, sack a land. Okay, we're gonna tap her to next turn, draw an additional card. Here we go. Now we're hitting a stride here. I know this sounds really ridiculous, but we're doing this. Okay. So 1 and 2 for the Isochron Scepter, putting the Final Fortune underneath. Boom, there it is. So now we have that. So now we're going to go ahead and try to talk about Obeka being a secret Arami deck. And since I'm currently building Arami, I'm going to try and brew it. I believe in you. Mechanics would be tap to tap it, take an extra turn. And then next turn, draw an additional card. There we go. This feels better. Okay. I feel a little bit better about this. So now comes the time, you guys. Where is it? How do you guys feel currently about this deck? I know you guys felt pretty decent about it. So let's go ahead and go to the part where we get to name this deck. So please drop your name suggestions in the chat below because I could really appreciate some good and fun names. Because I don't have an idea on what to name Obeka. And I would really love some help on naming this really cool commander. Infinite turns with a 1 mana 12/12. How can you lose? And we got it out pretty early too, so I feel pretty good. I'm so sorry, Captains at Arms. I don't get the reference. I'm so sorry. Alrighty. Let's see. Alrighty, guys. Give me some good names. Big boys, extra turns, can't lose. Okay, alrighty. I believe in the naming process, you beautiful people, because I do not feel good about my naming process. Just stop it, because we're trying to stop our triggers. I dig it. I vibe with it. I was forced to the way to show by Mrs. Basically just vampires and drama. Oh, that sounds like it's right up my alley. Because of you said it's vampires and drama, I will be watching it now. I'll give it a watch after the stream tonight. Ugh. Stop it meme in there somewhere. Are you talking about the it's time to stop guy? Or the Michael Jordan, stop. Don't do it. Don't do it. Just stop. Okay. So everybody, thank you so very much for joining me on another episode of Always Be Brewing. As always, I am your host, Chase. You can find me everywhere at Manicures. I post my content mostly on Twitter. Ooh. Chaos Agent just said stop Ogre time. Oh. I like, yeah. Yep. Stop. Ogre time. Love it. Beautiful. So I'm going to drop some links in chat really quickly. There's my Twitter. Check me out there. I post most of my content on my Twitter. I also stream regularly on Twitch. I stream Paper Commander Wednesdays and Sundays at 6 p.m. Eastern. And I also stream Deck Building Today Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern. And I write articles for TCG Player about this stream that come out every single Sunday. Speaking of TCG Player, I'm actually sponsored by the wonderful folks at TCG Player. You should check it out right there. I absolutely love TCG, and it's absolutely amazing. Using that link helps support them and also helps support me as a creator. So whenever you buy cards, use that link. I'm also sponsored by the wonderful folks at Ultra Pro, who give me the wonderful honor and privilege to give back to the community in fun ways, and doing giveaways is one of those fun ways. So I actually have to pull the raffle. Boop. Thank you for reminding me. That would have been horrible if I just forgot, which I tend to do all the time ever. Captains at Arms, you won the giveaway. Captains at Arms, congratulations for winning the giveaway. All you have to do is just send me a message either on Twitter or Twitch with your address, and I will give the address to Ultra Pro, who will send that out to you. As a heads up, Ultra Pro has contacted me and notified me that because of how things are with the holiday season and with COVID, items won't be shipped until January. So I apologize for that inconvenience to anybody who has recently won a giveaway from me. It will be in the mail, I assure you. It's just the timing is kind of horrible. Let's see. Ultra Pro. And the stream is also made wonderful by the wonderful folks at Brainstorm Brewery, who helped really pull together and help me get my new setup up, and without them I would not be streaming in the higher quality content that I've been able to do. Let's see, I have a Patreon and I also have a Discord, and I'm finally going to be editing my Patreon tonight, so hop in on it now while you can, because I am changing my Patreon and Discord severely. So speaking of Patreon, I'm going to give a shout out to my lovely patrons, starting at the Glendalendra and Click tier. Crab Baskets, Triad Gamers, Adriel Beauchamp, Brennan 6, LK Alters, Sarah 6, Carlton Parsons, and Douglas Whitaker. Thank you guys for being Click and Glendalendra tier patrons. Boop. Ah! Alrighty. So, thank you guys so very much for joining me on this lovely stream. I'm going to actually see if there's anybody currently streaming on Twitch to see if we can raid them. So quickly stay and chill out with me very quickly while I see who is streaming. Let's see. Let's raid Olivia because she's currently playing Paper, and that just seems lovely. So let's go ahead and raid Olivia. So give me just 10 seconds to get that pulled up. So thank you very much for joining me, you guys. And give a wonderful warm welcome to another creator in the community who just deserves the love and support. And just be chill and vibe out and watch some good Paper Commander gameplay after building Paper Commander with me. You guys have a good night, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!